Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome back to the Betting Talk. Today we're talking about UFC 311, which is Islam Makhachev taking on Arman Sarukian. Scratch that, it is now Renato Moicano taking on Islam Makhachev for the title. And we have a bunch of bets that I wanted to break down real quick, seeing as I put quite a bit of bets on it. There's a lot of things I like. There's a lot of things that are a little bit intriguing. And there's some lines that don't really make a lot of sense. And we're going to take a look at that real quick. So we're going to start with the best bets that I like for the entire card. Then we're going to move on to props, and then we'll move on to some parlays at the end. Parlays are a little bit risky this weekend. We're still taking them. And as you can see, I got 10 bets here up here in the top. We did chalk down some big money down this weekend because there's a lot I like. So we're going to start with the first best bet. Eileen Perez taking on Carl Rosa. I like Perez. I like Perez as a 3-1. Seeing as she's taking on Carl Rosa, who's only lost to some of the better grapplers in the division. And she's taking on Eileen Perez, who arguably is one of the best grapplers inside of the division. She's going to be focusing on taking Rosa down. She doesn't really stop. She has really good technique. She consistently attempts to improve on the position, and where Rosa likes to just kind of sit and pitter patter. And I think Perez is going to be looking for a finish, while Rosa is attempting to just win on points. I think Perez is going to win at least 2 out of the 3 rounds and win 29-28 on the scorecards. I don't think Carl Rosa is bad. I just think Perez is a plus 200 is a little bit wild. I think she's on a 4-win streak. She's consistently shown improvement. Granted, she hasn't fought the best competition due to Kova. I believe who's the other lady? Jocelyn Edwards, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perez, just grab that. No, yeah, Jocelyn Edwards, Lucy Pudilova, who's terrible. Ashley Evans Smith, terrible. I mean, this is probably her toughest opponent, but I think Perez is going to get it done, and I think on the scorecards. I mean, submissions maybe lie, but Hosta's got really decent jiu-jitsu. I don't think she's getting caught. I think Perez, if she's going to catch her in anything, it'd be like arm triangle from mount, or like a guillotine or something, and I don't see Hosta getting caught in any of those. I like the plus 200 line. Over 2.5 rounds, probably looking at that, but minus 550, that's fucking wild. I'd be taking the side of Perez. Now we're gonna move on to the next one. Bogdan Guskov against Billy Elikana. I like Bogdan Guskov by KO. I think he's going to torch Billy. Billy's never fought this level of competition. He's coming in short notice after, who was it? Johnny Walker pulls out. Yeah, Johnny Walker has an injury. And Billy Elikana, who doesn't have a fight set up, hasn't fought in like 8 months or whatever, is taking on Bogdan Guskov after beating Chuck Campbell. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at here. Bogdan Guskov's probably going to torch this guy really quick. Under half a round is really look good if you can find it. Under 1.5 rounds sitting at minus 135. I mean, that's probably your best bet here. Bogdan Guskov under 1.5 rounds by knockout. I'm not sure what it pays. We can take a look right here while we're talking about it. But I can really see Bogdan getting it done super early. I can see him just absolutely blitzing the shit out of... Yeah, you go. Plus 125. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I can see him absolutely blitzing the hell out of Billy. And I wouldn't be surprised if he gets it done quicker than a full round. We're also going to take... Here, let's do this. No, just because I'm talking my shit, we'll bet it too. We'll bet it because I'm talking shit. All right. Next on the best bets, we're going to go Zachary Reese against Asmat Bekoyev. Now, Bekoyev is coming from the LFA. He is the 3-time defending champ, but he hasn't really fought the level of competition that I'd like to see before you come into the UFC. You know, sometimes you see guys just get a spark and they just kind of get pushed into the UFC a little too early. Raul Osas Jr., Cameron Simon. These are guys who are really, really good, but you can see when they fight the highest level of competition as well, they kind of fall apart. And now you have Zachary Reese, who's going to be taking on Asmat Bekoyev. Bekoyev's going to have UFC jitters most likely. He's coming in short notice after Cedric Dumas pulls out. And I don't believe he was training for a fight, if I'm not mistaken. And granted, these guys always stay in camp. I'm sure a guy of this caliber, especially 18-3 LFA champion, I'm sure he's always in condition. And the last fight he had was June 22nd of 2024 against Chauncey Foxworth, who's absolutely fucking terrible. I don't think Foxworth is actually that good. Granted, he's beat a lot of guys recently, but then you go and look at his recent fights, and he's fighting just terrible, just not good. He's not fighting great people. The competition here, it comes in the form of, will Zachary Reese be able to torch Azmat? Because Zachary Reese is a finisher. He has majority of his wins by finish, by knockout. And I think here Bakoyev is going to get knocked out. I think Bakoyev is going to... I think this is going to be a similar situation to where you see a lot of the guys that come in on short notice where they kind of get torched quick. Like, similar to how Jim Miller handles these guys that come up from these other divisions. I have a feeling that... I don't know. It's an itching feeling. And Zachary Reese has a KO at plus 550. I'm taking it. I'm taking it all day. And that brings your parlay up to plus 4,000. Granted, that's fucking wild, right? We all know that's a little wild. But I still believe in it. Now we're going to go on Peyton Talbot against Honey Barcelos. I like Peyton Talbot by knockout. Now, I wouldn't say this is one of my best bets. I would probably stay away from this fight. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough. I mean... minus 188 on the KO is good, but Honey Barcelos tough. Only a couple knockouts, losses in his career. But I think Peyton Talbot's going to torch him. Realistically, I think Peyton Talbot's going to get him really quick. Under 1.5 rounds, I could see. I don't know if Honey's going to be able to hold up. I think his grappling approach may be very helpful. Maybe he gets Peyton Talbot down for a round. I can't see it much more than that. We're going to move on. Kevin Holland against Renan de Ritter. I like Kevin Holland by knockout. Renan de Ritter was getting tagged up by GM3. Gerald Meerschaert was throwing jabs and popping Renner back like he was hitting him with fucking Mike Tyson shots, and I couldn't believe what I was watching. So we're going to be taking Kevin Holland on the money line. Seeing as Kevin Holland by knockout's only plus 225, you're only getting an extra $1.25 to 1. And the submission, there's no point in betting it because Renan de Ritter is one of the best submission grapplers now in the UFC. You kind of need to be careful. Like Kevin Holland, by the way, he's going to just back up and just tag the shit out of Renan de Ritter. I don't think he's going to get in a bad spot. I think he's actually just going to torch this dude. So we're going to see if I'm right. I mean, I'm fucking never right, but we'll see. Actually, that's not true. I'm actually quite right quite often. It's just the parlays. Don't bet parlays. Bet straights. That's how you make money in this business. You bet straights. Never bet parlays. Granted, parlays make you a lot of money, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. Next on the best bets, we have Jailton Almeida against Sergey Spivak, and we're taking Jailton Almeida. You could take it by submission if you wanted to, but Sergey Spivak's pretty good in the submission game. He's going to be, you know, avoiding it majority of the time. Leaves Jailton Almeida open to some ground and pound. I just don't think Spivak has a chance. I think he's in a really tough position here. I think he's going to have a really tough time with the fact that Jailton Almeida is like one of the fastest heavyweights. Spivak's also similar weight. He's like 233 maybe, and Almeida's 238. But like, you haven't had this fucking guy on top of you yet. You haven't had Almeida just absolutely chain wrestle the shit out of you. And I think Spivak's in for a fucking long night. I think he's in for a lot of just ground and pound, get exhausted, get taken back down, ground and pound. It's tough. And we're going to go with the final best bet of the night, seeing as the last two fights are a little bit scuffed. Islam Makhachev taking on Renato. Moicano always can make something happen. Money in Moicano, every time I bet against him, he fucking loses. So, you know. Or every time I bet against him, he wins, sorry. So I'm never going to be betting against him right now. I might put some money on Islam just to watch Renato Moicano knock him out. Because that's going to fucking happen. It's going to happen whenever I bet money on him. It's going to happen. We have Yuri Prochazka taking on Jamal Hill. I like Yuri Prochazka. Yuri Prochazka gets himself in dangerous situations. He gets tagged quite often. He has been tagged by multiple people inside of the UFC. Rakic, Pereira, Volkan Oezdemir. No time is Volkan Oezdemir. I don't know why I was saying no time again. He's been tagged by Glover, which is fucking sad. Like, Glover? Really? You're getting tagged by Glover? Granted... Oh, and Dominic Reyes tagged him pretty good too. But I think when it comes to Jamal Hill's overconfident. He thinks he's a lot better than he really is. He's fought terrible people inside of the UFC. He's knocked out not great opposition. I mean, if you compare it to Yuri's knocked out some fucking crazy people, man. Like, some crazy people. CB Dalloway, Dominic Reyes, Volkan Oezdemir, choked out Teixeira. Rakic, he knocked out. He did it perfect. He fucking had him hurt and tripped him and just beat the fuck out of him. That was awesome. And you have... Oh, sorry. I was supposed to be looking at Jamal Hill. Jesus Christ, I'm so sorry. What are we doing here? We're lost. We're lost. We're lost. Glover Teixeira, decision. The dude's 40. Decision? Thiago Santos in the 4th fucking round. How? Let's go. This dude has knee problems, bro. This guy literally can't walk properly. He can't throw kicks properly. You're taking him to the 4th round for a fucking knockout? Johnny Walker, overhand right. Johnny just, like, he gets KO'd in the most goofy ways, man. I wasn't even surprised. Jimmy Crute, like, dude, these are just fucking bums. These are bums. These are guys I do not rate in the same way of Dominic Reyes, Rakic, fucking... I mean, he had Pereira hurt early in the first fight and then got just slumped. He got slumped inside the second fight, didn't have any success. Jamal Hill is the guy that he's going to come back for and just nuke. Yuri knows that if he doesn't win this fight, he's probably retiring. He said in his last loss against Pereira that if he doesn't improve and he doesn't see himself in there with the top people of the division, he will retire. And I believe him. He's a fucking, like, a guru, man, the way he trains in the woods and shit. I'm taking Yuri Prochazka to win. And when you set $15 on it, you win $3,378. We're going to place that bet. Oh, does it think I'm not in Canada or something? Okay. We're going to move on to the props. Sorry, we're getting sidetracked here. Yeah, it's not going to work. We're just going to make this on my phone real quick. And we're going to talk about, okay, yeah, let's just talk about Tagir Ulanbekov against Clayton Carpenter. Now, I'm betting a little bit of money on Clayton Carpenter. Sorry, I will be looking down at my phone while I'm making this bet. I am taking the side of Clayton Carpenter. I just believe in the fact that he has an aura approach to this. Now, when he fought Lucas Rocha, I thought he was going to lose. I thought he was going to lose quick. I thought Lucas Rocha was going to beat the shit out of him. And Clayton Carpenter kind of showed that he has impressive wrestling alongside impressive striking. He's kind of good everywhere. Now, granted, he is young. Tagir Ulanbekov is out of the Nurmagomedov camp. Most likely, he will not be winning this fight. But it also comes... Okay. Just so that you guys can see. Oh, wait. Whatever. Fuck it. There you go. 6-leg parlay. Boom. You can see it now. There you go. $15. It's placed. Bet's placed. All right. $3,378. That is the parlay. Anyway. What am I talking about? Clayton Carpenter. Right. He's just kind of good everywhere. Tagir Ulanbekov is out of the Nurmagomedov camp. He is an aggressive wrestler. He has decent takedowns. He has, well, not, I meant to say decent kickboxing. I don't know why I said takedowns. Obviously, he has decent takedowns. He's a fucking Nurmagomedov camp guy. Clayton Carpenter, I don't think is going to get in a bad spot where he gets submitted. But I do think he can cover 3.5 rounds. If you're on DraftKings, you can bet the cover plus 3.5 rounds. I don't mind that. I don't mind that as him as an underdog. I like the line. I like him flat. Bernardo Sopaj against Ricky Turcios. Sopaj, I mean, he's just better. It seems like he's better. Against Vinicius Oliveira, almost finished him. Had him in a bad spot. You know, it looks like as long as he has cardio, he's going to be good. Rinya Nakamura, probably going to torch Gafarov. I'd like to see him get a knockout here. Eileen Perez, we already talked about that. Grant Dawson, Diego Ferreira. If you like the side of Diego Ferreira, I'm not going to hate on you, but I think Grant Dawson's going to decision him. But Diego Ferreira does have that fucking one-punch knockout power. He is 2 knockouts in a row. Knocked out Rebecki, knocked out Michael Johnson with an overhand right on the chin, dropped him stiff. I watched that live. I was really sad. Ferreira by knockout plus 700. You can tag some money on it. It's not bad. A unit pays 7. Zachary Reese against Asma Bakoyev. Again, we talked about this. I like Zachary Reese. I think as a plus 160, a little bit wild in my opinion. I think Zachary Reese is a little bit better than they give him credit for. And we're going to see that tonight. Peyton Talbot, Honey Barcelos. Again, Peyton Talbot, finish quick. Kevin Holland, Renato Ritter. Under 2.5 rounds, I like. Renato Ritter is either going to submit him. Kevin Holland's either going to injure himself. Or Kevin Holland's going to get a highlight knockout. And I believe it's the latter. I'd like to see him... really perform here, seeing as I think he could have beat Roman Dolidze, just got hurt with a rib. I think he would have knocked him out in the second round. But we don't know that. We didn't see it. Jalton Almeida, Sergey Spivak. Again, Almeida, submission, most likely. I need to turn down this fucking light, man. My eyes are starting to hurt. Where's this thing here? There we go. Holy shit. That is bright as hell. I keep forgetting how bright it is. Yuri Prohaska, Jamal Hill. Yeah, Yuri Prohaska knockout. Merab Dvalishvili, Umar Nurmagomedov. I like Umar. Merab. I like Merab decision. I think he's literally a machine, bro. Unless Umar knocks him out, which I will be placing a little bit of money on, it's going to be tough. Because Umar has the scrambles, okay? We watched that against Corey Sangan. Fucking significant in the grappling. He is insane. He will be getting advantageous positions on Merab on the ground. It will happen. Even if he gets taken down, it will happen. Umar's that good on the ground. But Merab doesn't stop. Merab literally does not stop. And if Umar gets hurt somewhere, he hurts an arm or hurts a leg, you're kind of fucked because Merab doesn't stop. Merab literally gets knocked out and comes back to life and literally keeps walking forward. Just saying. I'm just saying. Remember that. Remember that when you sleep at night. And I like Merab here. Plus 225. A little bit wild. But, I mean, Umar most likely going to win. Islam Makhachev, Renato, Moicano. I'll be placing a little bit of money on Renato. He's going to lose in the first round, but it is what it is. First round finish for Islam Makhachev. Yeah. If Islam's pound for pound here, under 2.5 rounds is your lock. And if he's the GOAT, Islam Makhachev under 1.5 rounds, you're going to see him torch this guy. Renato Moicano arguably should not even have a chance. He really should not have a chance at all here. And if you look here, they're trying to get you to bet anything but submission here. If you haven't noticed, you see everything, over. You haven't seen any submissions. It's because they know it's going to happen. They know it's going to be a submission very early on for Islam Makhachev, and he's going to get him in an arm triangle or something, and it's going to be over. That's all I got for you guys for the props. Eileen Perez, actually, before that, decision plus 240, remember that. Grant Dawson, KO plus 260. Diego Ferreira plus 700. Peyton Talbot minus 188 in a KO. But if you get first round KO plus 220, just for him to win inside the round. Kevin Holland knockout plus 225. Jailton Almeida submission plus 125. And then you have probably the better bet of Rinya Nakamura by knockout, plus 333. It's not too bad. We're going to do a little bit of parlay action here. We're going to just lock it up. This is like early locks for me. Yeah, you could bet that. I don't mind that. I like that. Kevin Holland's your sketch, but if you don't want to bet that, you want to get even money, there you go. Bernardo Sopaj, Guskov, Almeida, plus 114. I like that. I like that. You want to double your money? You want to make $100? Fucking bet that. I don't mind that. Your late ticket here. Yuri Prohaska to win. Jailton Almeida, Kevin Holland. We're going to take Peyton Talbot by the knockout, seeing as that's the better prop of the night. And then we're going to take... yeah, actually, that's good enough. Plus 687. You want to add Zachary Reese onto it, get it to a plus 2,000. You can do that if you'd like. You're taking all the red corner side. It is what it is. Oh, we're lagging a little bit here. Oh. What? I'm gonna make sure to edit that up. Yep. What do we have here? What else can we do? We can do... I mean, it's kind of tough, man. I like Eileen Perez line. I mean, this is I like this ticket, okay? This is the ticket I like. That's good, in my opinion. Early ticket, and if you lose early, you just take this. That's me, man. That's me. I don't know. I don't know what much better. If you want to take the whole card, I mean, this is what I was doing. You want to take the whole card, we could take Bogdan Guskov, Zachary Reese, Peyton Talbot. No, don't take Peyton Talbot. Boom. Plus 8,000. It's terrible, guys. It's degeneracy. Take the lines. Take the fucking flats. I'm a parlay guy, but don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Parlays are not the way you make money. I've made most of my money betting straights. That's just how it is. It's always like that. That's all I got for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Listen, this is a low quality video because I don't have time. I literally don't have time. I did it too late. It is 10:37 on fight day. I have 8 hours until the fights start. I didn't have time to edit it for you guys. My bad. Next time, it will be better. I will have the editing. That's it. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys later tonight for the live stream at 6 o'clock. And I can't wait. See you later. Peace.